My name is Ezekiel Sutton.
My name is Ezekiel Sutton.
It's December 31st, 2019.
December 30th, 2020. What a year.
I am 18 years old.
I am 19 years old.
113 followers on Instagram.
I have 142 Instagram followers.
14 on TikTok.
I have 216 TikTok followers.
28 on YouTube.
I have 54 YouTube subscribers.
There are 1.7 million search results for my name, none of which include me.
The first thing that pops up is my LinkedIn, then my Instagram, and then I think that's my Facebook. I don't even use Facebook. And then my YouTube. I am the 4th image on Google Images.
That's my only photo on Instagram, which has 50 likes.
It's my birthday photos. Last photo is still the best photo because it's only me. And that has 84 likes.
Never
Yet.
I'd say probably one of like the smaller creators that inspires me a lot would have to be Hayden Pedersen. He's not small by any means. He almost hit 1 million subscribers this year.
I did not watch any Hayden Pedersen this year. I would have to say Tommy Innit. The reason why is because of the fact that, for one, he's extremely smart for his age, and I wish, if I was allowed to post on social media back then, I wish I was that smart at that age. I wish I was that hardworking at that age. He was able to really be ready for the success that he has now because that's what he wanted, and he prepared for it, and he was grateful for what he had at a small following. But once he grew, then he was like, hey, check me out. Like, I'm here now. Even when he had like 100K, he was already had editors, already had all this stuff, was already ready to deliver to an audience of multiple millions. And now that he has multiple millions, he's still able to deliver. And that's sick.
Probably getting the job at Rose Church.
Either doubling my paycheck, going from $500 to $1,000. That was pretty nuts. Or being able to set up the whole live stream setup so quickly.
Whenever they'll listen.
Every single day, because I live with my mother still.
It's a split between like Lilo and Stitch and the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith.
Karate Kid 2010 with Jaden Smith. That's my favorite live action movie. My favorite not live action movie, Lilo and Stitch.
Country I'd love to visit. Any of them that aren't connected to the U.S. Like in terms of land, because like the only country that I've left, and the only reason I have a passport is because I went on a Mexico trip with my school. So I'd like to be able to go literally anywhere. Probably the country I would most love to visit would have to be Japan. Like any part of Japan would be so cool to visit and stay there and like study in there would be dope.
The country that I'd love to visit the most would be Japan, just because they're just so, like, the culture's sick. I love anime. I love all, like, the high-tech stuff about them. I just think Japan, at least from the outside looking in, looks friggin' sick. And I would love to check it out.
Favorite place that I've traveled to. When I went to Utah, this most recent time, that would have been Thanksgiving, and we walked out in the snow in the middle of the night, and there was nothing there. That was probably like peak. Like that was my favorite moment ever, and I would definitely go back because it was just so peaceful, and I could have sat out there all night until those snowplows came over and like ran me over.
Favorite place I've traveled to, 2020, there was a pandemic. I couldn't travel anywhere. So my favorite place I've traveled to would probably, I don't know what I said last year, but would probably be like when I went to LA, because that's where I want to be.
What's my best approach to making a video? Actually trying to make the video. Like, if I have any sort of structure in mind of how a video is gonna go, I think it'll turn out well. If I don't have any structure of how a video is gonna go out well, it's really hard to piece a story out of it. So yeah, best approach, structure, and I'd probably say not to reinvent the wheel, but make the wheel a heck of a lot better than everybody else.
My best approach to making a video right now is to take an idea, create it, put it out there. If it lands, it lands. Just keep making content that I believe is good. And then even if it doesn't land, I learn from it and I make great content, and then I make great YouTube optimized content that goes in a separate bubble. My best approach to making content is just actually making content right now. I don't have necessarily a formula just yet, but we'll get there.
Do I feel pressure? Only from myself. Literally only from myself. I guess also from like my mom too, because she wants me to like make money and stuff, and I could be going to college if this doesn't end up working out. But in terms of like my actual career, only from myself. I pressure myself every day whenever I'm laying on my phone to be like, why aren't you getting something done?
Wow. From myself. Yes.
Am I handling the pressure well? Sort of. I hope to take that pressure and like fuel it to keep working hard rather than just put pressure on myself and then get lazy and then keep that cycle, because that sucks. So yeah, like medium in handling pressure well.
Am I handling the pressure well? I would say sort of. The reason why is because I feel like I'm not necessarily like stressed out to the point of where I'm like having anxiety attacks about it, but I feel like the way that my brain and stuff deals with stress is just by like not doing what I need to do.
With Jesus. And like me, myself, and I'm super focused right now on learning more about myself and how I work more than learning about how someone else works. Someone else comes around, that'll be cool, but if they stunt me from growing in my career, no thank you.
No, not at all. I don't talk to people as much as I should. So I don't slide into DMs. I haven't slid into anything since I used to play baseball.
Who's my dream collab? My top 3 would probably be David Dobrik. Would be a really cool one to collab with. To take any 10 seconds in his like 4-minute 20-second vlog would be cool. Like an actual collab, not just me appearing in a video. PewDiePie would be another really cool collab. Probably impossible, but like that would be like, that's actual dream. Like if I could somehow collab with PewDiePie in a video, that'd be so cool. And probably Casey Neistat, just because like I don't know, I think it'd be cool to be like right there and see his work ethic. Would be like really fascinating. And I know he's kind of like stopped it a little bit after the vlogs ended and stuff, but to see like the come up would be like in person would be really cool.
Probably like a Mr. Beast Team Trees, like doing a Team Trees with Mr. Beast, like not specifically Team Trees, but like Team Seas or Team Space Exploration. Like that would be nuts, doing something like that. Another dream collaboration, I guess right now with how the Dream SMP exists, getting on there and being a part of the like role play, being a part of the lore, like having a big part in that would be cool. That'd be so sick. I also think it'd be cool to collaborate with James Charles. I wanted to do something, mark it. I'm gonna do something with James Charles. And all my friends are gonna be so confused, and it's gonna be so great.
Favorite color right now? I'm really enjoying purple.
I've been enjoying purple.
How do I define my style in 3 words? Figuring it out.
Looking to upgrade.
Probably just not going out and creating more when I was younger. I'm feeling the regret of that now, because if I would have, I probably would have been more well suited as soon as I was able to turn 18 to just start cranking out content. But now I'm kind of forced to just kind of learn as much as I can as fast as I can. I mean, I made a few videos here and there, and those really, really helped me, but I wish I would have done more, you know?
I don't know, because I could say the really cliche answer of, I don't have any regrets, but I genuinely am upset that I didn't post more on YouTube than I wanted to. There were several videos that I wanted to make and just didn't. I spent hours doing anything else, and I missed the relevancy of a lot of topics that if I would have talked about them, I would have seen growth, but I didn't take the time to sit down and make a video, and I can regret that because I know that some of those videos were absolute bangers, but just with the way the whole algorithm and the way the internet moves, that they would have to step up an even greater level in order to continue being a banger video, because it's less searched for, you know?
What's my philosophy? Crap, what does philosophy mean?
I forgot what philosophy means. Give me a second.
An attitude held by a person or organization that acts as a guiding principle for behavior. Become best friends with yourself. And become best friends with yourself, and also become your own boss. Be able to separate your boss self and your best friend self, to be able to not only push yourself but support yourself. And also, do not give any single bricks what anyone thinks about you, because at the end of the day, all that should matter is how you think about you, and that's it.
And I don't know if it's a philosophy, but I've been saying this as the year kind of ends, and I'm saying to myself that 2021 will not allow 2020 Ezekiel to enter its space. So all the naps, all the lack of work, all the anything is just not allowed in 2021. 2021 is a space where I'm going to work hard, make things happen, make big changes, make fat racks, and actually really start to go hard and explore my career, and finally honestly become that YouTube machine that I've always really wanted to be.
I would probably say favorite creator right now would have to be probably PewDiePie or MKBHD, just because they're big, but also have this relatable vibe to them. Most consumed creator by far is Gary Vee. I watch and listen and all that stuff. Way too much Gary Vee. But yeah, I'm really enjoying PewDiePie's content right now. It feels very real, and I'm upset that he's going to be taking a break going into 2020, but he has 100 million subscribers, and yet he feels super relatable, which is a goal. That's something to look up to, you know?
Favorite creator right this, if I was to say right this second, it would be from the people that inspire me too, a toss-up between Tommy Innit and Mr. Beast. I think Tommy Innit is probably up there with my favorite creator, because it only feels like he's just getting started, which you can argue with Mr. Beast is the exact same thing, but I feel like he is just so calculated, and when he plays his character really, really well, this bombastic, very brash kid, but he's extremely calculated and smart, and oh my goodness, I would love to have a sit-down conversation with him, a real one, about his YouTube and everything, what he thinks, because oh man, the amount of insight would be so sick.
How do you feel about social media currently? Definitely, I think social media is on like this shift, like with YouTube and Kappa and TikTok kind of not really having monetization ability, and Facebook dying, and Instagram's organic reach slowing down. I think the social media industry is about to take a huge shift, and either we're going to see the same platforms be reinvented, or we're going to have completely new platforms based on those old platforms. I'm calling it right now. I think within 2020 or 2021, we're going to see like a new YouTube. And no, I'm not talking about Facebook Watch.
I think the social media industry right now is on a really interesting point because of the way 2020 really treated social media. 2020 definitely took social media and said, you are our only form of media. Now, like, you are like our entertainment, you're our news, you're our everything. And I really think people are starting to recognize the importance that is social media and how quickly people are able to pump out content, how entertaining people are able to be, all that stuff. And I really think that, like, social media, people have been saying, like, it's kind of been at, like just waiting. Like, it's kind of just been there. People have been, like, it's been relevant, that's for sure. Like, I think this is the moment where people are, like, the lines are finally starting to blur between how important, like, TV is and how important social media is. Because social media, when it comes to 2020, social media and, like, places like YouTube and TikTok dominated the entertainment industry, dominate a lot. Any digital media, and yes, that includes like TV, radio, all that stuff, was really dominated by influencers and people of the sort within social media.
What's the biggest thing that I've struggled with? Actually doing something with my life. Like, no cap. Because I literally spend most of my day not even being able to make it up the stairs because I just fall over and I start looking at my phone, watching YouTube. So I'd probably say, like, learning how to deal with my own head and actually, like, sit in front of a camera and start recording videos and making content is probably, like, the biggest thing I've struggled with is actually, like, getting over that barrier and making content, because I just get lazy and my brain just says, no, that's too hard. And it's so annoying. Literally so annoying.
What's the biggest thing you've struggled with? Coming to terms that I didn't do anything with my 2020 within my own personal work. And then which also comes down to, like, struggling with having the guts to work hard when there's not many other people that are willing to support or push me, because I'm not necessarily surrounded by dreamers or creators like myself, and I have to find that outlet through places like Twitter, because that's the only place where I really feel like people get my vision, even if I can't really communicate with them.
What's the biggest project that I've taken on? I guess currently the only project that I've taken on, which was editing a tutorial for a greenhouse video. Made $300 off that, and that's about it. That's probably the biggest project I've taken on, and the only project I've taken on.
What's the biggest project that you've taken on? Setting up the live stream. Not even setting up the live stream, convincing my boss that the live stream setup they wanted or were going for wasn't going to be the best option. That was definitely, like, my biggest project, and I did it. I accomplished it, and I've never been prouder of myself and my social skills and my knowledge and everything.
Yup. The biggest thing I've learned, I guess, this year or so far, focus on yourself before you focus on anything else, and focus on making sure every little motion and move that you do aligns with your goals. I think it's huge.
I tend to walk away when it's when it's work that I assign for myself, I tend to just kind of think about it, start it, never finish it. Probably the bigger thing that I learned this year was I am way smarter than even sometimes I believe, and I can pull off things that sometimes seem completely impossible, or fix things that no one else can. And that's really cool because that gives me encouragement going into the next year that like maybe I can fix my own problems, you know?
Keep working hard and keep making friends and continue to not care what people think and go after your dreams. And never work a 9 to 5, ever. It's like stereotypical, but just keep going after your dreams.
I needed that. I totally forgot. Like, I'm not gonna work a 9 to 5. Don't ever plan on it. Don't ever intend to. And I think I really needed to hear that. Don't care what other people think. I don't. But it's good to know that me still knows to me to not care about what other people think, because that's crucial. Work like 20 million times harder than you think that you are. And once you work that hard, then take breaks and figure out why you napped so often. You had to fix that, dude. You waste so much time.
I think that's it.
That's all.
I think I'm good. I mean, hopefully this next year I'm a little bit more well off, a little bit better. Yeah, we're winning.
Ba-da-da-da-da. I finished the video. Actually, I did not, because I need to watch my old footage. Oh my goodness.